Hello, everybody. It's Mindy. It's Wednesday for you. It's Tuesday for me. You know how that works, right? Anyhow, I'm working on my Alangiana, and I don't know, I'm making some decent progress, I would say. Not, I'm not taking off like I'm going to the races or anything, but I've got some stuff done. I think I actually finished this color up last time I had it out. I just left it sit here like this, and I think I finished this one, which I have. So I got to put that away and get us out a new color. So the Alangiana event. Oh my gosh. I'm loving the pictures. I will just say I'm loving all of the pictures people are posting in our Facebook group, Diamond Moments and Crafts. Maritza and I are doing this together. She is Kiss My Crafts. And the pictures are turning out just beautifully. I love Alangiana's work, and I am truly, truly, truly enjoying seeing how pretty these pictures are turning out. I'm just loving them. All right, I'm struggling to find the color I want. I want the upside down Y. Here it is. Why? Because I need it. That's why. Anyhow, I'm working on the chair currently. There's a Adirondack chair here. I've done part of it already. Now I'm working on another part of it. And then there's a little table over here. I made the hummingbird mostly. He's mostly complete. I'm going to work on him a little bit right now. So this pen is a new pen from Diamond Painting Pens by TJ. I am trying a new putty from, what was it, Country Craft Closet, something like that on Instagram. And Emily from TJ and TJ's Pens said, "Have you tried this?" And I was like, "No." She said, "I love this. It's a putty. I'm in love with it. It has a little tool that comes with to help you put it in the pen a little bit better." And I'm like, okay, let me try it. It was like $5 for the putty and the little tool, I think. So I was like, well, let me try it. I'm typically not a putty user. And I'll tell you why. Putty tends to get really stringy, is my thought. Like you work on it a while or work with it for a little while, and then it just starts to get like all stringy. That's the best word I can think of for it. And I don't care for that. So I don't know. I thought I would give it a go. She says this one doesn't do that. I don't know how many different kinds of putty there are out there in the world and what makes one different from the other. But I thought, okay, we'll give it a go. We'll see. So I'm working with it. I got a couple other pens sitting here ready to go just in case I end up, not really liking this. But I mean, I've done a little bit here, and now what you just saw me do. I just basically tried it out. I've just sampled a little. So so far it's fine. It's sticking, and I did get some of the pink putty in my glue, which that's another thing. I think if you get the putty in your glue, it is hard to get it out. Like, okay, see that little string? Did you see it? There's a little string here right now sticking out of my single placing end. And if that gets stuck in my glue on my canvas, I think it's hard to get it off. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a connoisseur of putty. So I don't use it a lot. We're just going to give it a little go here. And then why does that happen? Like they're not lined up at all. Why are they not lined up? I don't know. And I don't feel like I can move them into place properly with the putty. I don't know. Now I have 5. How do I have 5? How do I have 5 in a 4-placer? How does that happen? That shouldn't be possible. I don't know. With the putty, I think it just sticks wherever. Well, okay, that's that. I'll keep working with it for a little bit, and if I change pens, I'll just change pens. Yeah, no, it was worth a shot. All right. I am behind. It has been busy, busy, busy. Um, it is spring. It is planting, weeding, planting. I haven't planted a thing yet. I'm still weeding. I am weeding flower beds, and I can only weed for a little while. I mean, I used to go out and I would just weed everything. I would just, work for hours and hours and hours and get all the weeds out. Well, I gotten older and things have happened to the body, and it's like, no, you may not weed for hours and hours. It's time for you to take a break. So I'll work on a flower bed for a little while, then I'll come in and I'll do some things, and then I'll weed a little bit more. I've got so much to do though. I think I have 1, 2, 3 flower beds completed, and that's not very many. See, look, I got 5 now. Is this a 5? Oh, well, that would be why. It's a 5-placer. Okay, never mind. I'm so used to having a 4-placer in my pen, but this one came with a 5-placer, so I guess that makes complete sense. Oh, silly me. Silly, silly me. Yeah. Okay, got that figured out now. Okay, but the flower beds are just, getting away with me. And Dale has been so busy on the greenhouse that he is not helping to weed, which he normally does. See, it won't come off. Why doesn't it come off? I don't know. It's like stuck and doesn't come unstuck. But yeah, he hasn't helped me with the weeding because he's just been working on the greenhouse. Non-stop greenhouse action. Um, the exterior is done. And now it's time. Look, it just won't come off there. Now it is time to work on the inside. And of course, now this is where I really have some ideas, but I'll talk about that later. Anyhow, because of all of this that's going on, I have not done the giveaway for week 1 for the Alan Gianna event. I told you I would do it. Maritza did a WIP and chat. She told you I was going to do it, and I haven't done it. I did go in and turn off the commenting for week 1 and put up another post for week 2. I got that done. Or wait, no. Turned off the commenting for week 2 and started week 3's post. I'm that far behind. Oh my goodness. Anyhow, I've got to go in and number the comments, and then I got to figure out a prize. I don't even have a prize yet. What should I give as a prize? I don't know. Got to think about that for a second. Anyhow, see, there we go again. They won't come off. Why is it so hard to come off of the putty? It does start to make the little ridges like a glue dot would or whatever else you might use. It just doesn't want to let go. It's not letting go. Okay, let's try a full fiber here. A full fiber. And let's see. Not fiber. Fiber. Oh, see, that one worked great. I don't know. Oh, anyhow, I've got time to myself today to record, which is what I've been doing. I've been recording. And see, that one didn't come off. Did they get buried in there too deep or something? I don't understand. Oh, I'm about to go back to a different pen, though, because, I'm not a very patient person, especially when I have something sitting here I know I like. I'm trying to give it a fair shot, though. I'm trying to give it a fair go. So I will get to that. I promise. I'm going to get to it this week. I promise. With retreat coming and all of the retreat planning and organizing, and Angie and Karen coming over last week to work on crafts, and more stuff coming in, and there's a lot going on. I apologize that I am being slow. Today, Dale is out getting tacos, got a truck wash, He's going to go over to my dad's and take something over to my dad's house. And he said, I'll be gone a couple hours. He said, I know. I said, I just need to record. And he's like, okay, I'll be gone a couple hours. I'll just give you some time. And I'm like, okay, fine. That's great. Sounds good to me, right? I need a little time to just get caught up. I had 3 or 4 videos, like unboxing type things to do. And then this WIP and chat to record. So trying to get it done. Just trying to get it done. I used to be so far ahead. I could have 4 or 5, maybe even 6 videos that were all uploaded and ready to go. All I'd have to do is just hit the button and say, publish. But lately, it's like some days I get up. I get up early and edit and upload a video for the day, and I don't like it. I just need to have some time to, feel like I get caught up. I'm never feeling like I'm caught up. I'm always like running behind, if that makes sense. I'm not behind, but it feels like it is to me, because it's not what I'm used to. So I used to have a schedule. I'd do this and I'd do this, and then I'd upload a bunch of videos, and I'd be so prepared. Oh, goodness. So anyhow, the whole point of that story was I will get that week 1 post numbered, and I will be getting a giveaway together for that. I have my prize already gathered up for my membership giveaway. My membership giveaway, the prize is sitting on the bed ready to go. All I have to do is go in and verify everybody's membership still, make sure everybody's still there, make sure everybody's number still works, all that kind of stuff. And then I can do the drawing for that. Right? So I'm working on it, folks. I'm working on it. I'm sorry. I apologize, but it will get there. Okay. It will get there. Just give me a little grace and a little time and a little patience. Okay. But the greenhouse is looking great. I'll just say that. Greenhouse is looking awesome. I got good ideas for that greenhouse too. I have had a few moments here and there to get downstairs and work on my Craftably fairy. She's so stinking close to being done, you guys. It's like, I think it's 2 release papers. Yeah, 2 release papers, and she will be finished. I really, really, really want that one finished before June, when we do another Craftably Craze event. Yeah, coming up in June, we start another event. And I'm super excited about that one. I really need to think about what I want to work on for that. And I really, really want last year's finished before we start another one. So that's my goal. Even if this one suffers a little bit more, the mystery painting, I haven't touched that in probably a week. It's actually hanging on the chair over there. It's just hanging out on the chair. But if these 2 have to take a hit, so that I can finish that fairy, I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to, can always work on this one later. I can always work on the mystery one later. Heck, I could work on the mystery one for the Craftably event. It's a Craftably, right? I could pull that out and finish it for the event. That would be interesting. Okay, why won't you stick? Because something is on my glue. I know I got a pair of tweezers here. Hang on. Something is stuck in my glue. I don't know what, but there's something in there, and it's keeping the drill from, keeping the drill from going down. Now, where was it? I gotta find it again. That's right in here. What do you got in here? What's in here, little guy? I don't know. Something hard. Piece of plastic? Yep, a little tiny piece of like resin material from a drill. That's what it is. No wonder it wouldn't stick. So Yeah, I'm fine with that. Let me know. Should I do the mystery one or should I pull out a new Craftably? I really, really want to pull out a new Craftably. Especially since their order is coming. Their order is coming. I mean, it should be here like any moment, the new order. And I have a few things coming from the new order. I was able to pre-order. They allowed some pre-orders, which were like, I mean, we're not talking pre-orders like in the past. They were pre-orders, basically reservations, because, hey, these are in the States. They are on the way to our warehouse. There is not going to be a long wait for them, right? So you can order them now just to make sure you get them. They did not list everything. They did not list the whole order. They listed a certain quantity. I think it was like 20, 30%, something like that. 20%, I think. And then after the order actually gets here and is in the warehouse and they've shipped that 20% out, they're going to list more and then they're going to list more. So they're doing it like in waves just to make things easier for them as far as shipping goes. And they're going to put them live at different times so that people in different time zones have, you know, a better chance. So they're doing it a little differently. And I understand, I get it, right? But it should be here. It really should be here. I think it's coming this week. I think their expected day is Thursday. So, I mean, I could potentially have new Craftably paintings next week, you know? So, yeah, I'm tempted to do a new one. My head says I should finish an old one, but you've already seen that one. What fun would that be? Right? So, I don't know. That's the next event coming up is the Craftably event. And I'll be at the retreat for about a week, not quite a week. How many days is it? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 days. I'll be at the retreat for 5 days. Does that belong there? Oh, it does belong there. Okay, go back. I was like, there's one random drill in the middle of this color here, but it belongs. So I'll be at the retreat. I'll be at the retreat with Brandy and Kara, who I'm doing the event with, which will be fun. We'll see what we can get up to. What kind of things can we get up to with this event? We really should talk about it. That's what we should do. It's coming up, and we have not really talked. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I'm ditching the putty for now. Ditching the putty. It's either not letting go or I don't know. Why won't it let go of the drills? It just wants to hang on to them. So let's go back to my old standby. Glue dot and not your mama's mud. I don't know. Sometimes you just get something, you know, it's working. It's like it's not broke. So why try to fix it? It's not broke. It was already working. Yeah. Guess that's how I am with this. This works fine. It's not broke. Oh, what was I saying? I don't know. I feel like I'm totally scattered today. I've recorded 4 videos already. That's probably why. I am a little scattered. What have I talked about? I talked about so many things already. I feel like what do I need to talk to you about, right? All right. So I did make a list. I've talked about the Craftably order. My fairy that's almost done. She's really almost done. I'm going to get her finished. I probably will do a brand new Craftably just because how can you resist when there is brand new stuff, you know, that will be in my hands? How can I resist working on something brand new for the event? I have to do that. I have to. So I just made the decision. You heard me. I made the decision. It's going to be something new. Yep. I have 2 coming. I'm not going to tell you which two, but there are two coming. And I love both of them. So it will be one of those. Membership video, I will get that done. I will get the giveaway for Al and Gianna done. Everything's going to get done. It'll all get done. Okay? It will. After I weed, or when I'm taking a break from weeding or something, it'll get done. Last weekend, I went to a craft sale. I didn't go to a craft sale. I sold at a craft sale. It's the 4th time I went to a show to sell stuff. And it was my best show out of the 4. It was the largest show out of the 4. So it was going really well. I was selling some stuff. Dale was there. He helped me. It was great. He just hung out with me. My sister showed up for a little bit. We forgot to bring chairs. Of all the things, we forgot to bring chairs. You had to bring your own table, all your own stuff, everything. You know, there was no tables, nothing like that. It was outside in a park. And so you had to bring tables, chairs, everything that you would need, which wasn't a problem, except that we forgot to bring the chairs. So I took some small kits along that weren't finished, so that if people wanted to try it, they could. I had a few of those. I actually sold quite a few of those. I sold them for $5. Okay, they weren't expensive. And I sold quite a few. I probably sold 10, maybe, of the little kits. And then I did sell some framed paintings. You know, they were all smaller, of course. A lot of special drill ones. But I sold, I don't know how many, several. I went to wander around with my sister for a while, and I left Dale in charge of the booth, right? And he sold like 3 things while I was gone. And I was like, okay, should I just keep going? I'll just keep walking around. You're doing a fine job. Yeah, I'll just let you sell. You're doing a nice job. So the fee for the booth was $30. I can handle that, right? $30, big deal. The goal, of course, always is to make my money back, at least get my $30 back, which I did. I got my $30 back plus some. So I really sold, and this isn't too bad. Think about my prices, first of all. The small paintings, the little kits, I was selling for $5. Everything else was 10, 15. There wasn't anything with like a huge price tag on it. So if you think about those prices, $5, $10, or $15, I sold $130 worth of diamond painting stuff, right? My boxes are definitely less full than when I left. And I didn't think that was too bad. $130 of sales. So you take the $30 out that I had to pay for the booth. Okay, now I'm at a profit of $100, which isn't bad. But then, of course, I spent some. I had to spend some, but I got some good stuff. I got an awesome bag. I'll show you the bag later. I bought a gift for my Secret Santa, which I think is going to end up being mine, because turns out my Secret Santa person doesn't like what I bought. I mean, the item, the type of thing, you know. I didn't know that before I bought it. So I guess it'll be mine now. Unless I find somebody else to give it to. I don't know. But yeah, I spent less than $50. I think I spent $47. I spent $47. So, I mean, my profit was $100, but I spent some. But I still came home with an extra like $50 in my pocket, you know, and some fun stuff that I bought. Yeah. Bought snacks, bought these cookies that we shared for Mother's Day. Me, my mom, not my mom. We shared them at my mom's with my dad, my sister, Dale, you know, that kind of stuff. We had some cookies. And I still came home with money in my pocket. Yeah. So it was a long day. I will say that. It's a long day. You set up and then you have to take everything down, pack it all back up. I would have done better, most likely, if Mother Nature would have cooperated. Like I said, it was outside at a park and it decided to rain. It rained. It was like later in the day, 2 o'clock or so. The show ran until 4, but it decided to rain not once, but a couple times. And luckily, I had like an extra tablecloth there, and I just threw a tablecloth over my table so that everything didn't get wet, and like moved shelving in underneath the awning and stuff like that so everything wouldn't get wet. But, I would have done better if we hadn't been interrupted by the rain. Anyhow, I'm not unhappy with it. I'm pretty pleased. That's the most money I have made at a craft sale. I think in the past I've made $20, $30, maybe $40. So, I mean, to profit $100, I was like, oh, I'm happy with that, right? It's a lot of work to make $100, but, experience, it's a good experience. And I did get, I did sell some stuff and felt pretty good about it. So, anyhow, all right. I need this little turnaround. Turn around. Go. Yeah, it's over here, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's over here. I don't need very many of these, so that's why I'm going to do these. Get these done. Yeah, the cookies that I bought at the craft sale. I saw some people walking around with these cookies, and they were very nicely displayed. There was 3 cookies. They were all in a nice box. They had like some of that crinkle paper stuff underneath it. And there were 3 cookies, a flower, one that said mom, and another flower. And my sister and I, since she was there, we talked about it. And we were like, we were talking about what to do for this first Mother's Day, without her mom. And that we should do something. We can't really go put flowers on a grave site because there isn't one. So we thought, well, we'd take flowers over to the house and just put them up on the mantle where her urn still sits. And then we saw these cookies, and then the idea formed, okay, we'll take flowers, we'll take the cookies, we'll share cookies with Dad and you and I, and that'll be our little Mother's Day, celebration for our mom. Now, I don't know if we'll do that every year, if we're going to, I don't know. A lot of people have a lot of different ideas. What do they do? Do you celebrate for your mother for Mother's Day if she's no longer with you? Do you just remember her? Do you do something special at home for yourself? I mean, I don't know. Once she's actually at the cemetery, I would think I would take flowers over there on Mother's Day. But until then, I don't know. My sister kind of felt we needed to do something because of my dad, but I don't think my dad really, I don't know. He said to me, we had him over for dinner. He came over for steak dinner. And then I went back over to his house later for the flower cookie thing. But he was like, I don't know, I'm not your mother. And I'm like, right, I get that. I think it was more for my sister to, she's the more, I don't know, emotional one. I think it was more for her. My dad wouldn't have cared one way or the other. Like you said, he's not our mother. So anyhow, that's what we did. And it was fine. And it was nice. I just don't know that I'll do that every year. This was the first one. So, it's a little different. I think in the future, I'll probably celebrate, my own way here at home. And like I said, maybe, well, she probably won't be at the cemetery next year either. So do I still take flowers over and put them on the mantle? I don't know. That's yet to be determined, but that's how we handled it this year. My daughter had texted me earlier in the day, and the text never sent. So it's like 10 o'clock at night, and she's like, oh my gosh, I feel horrible. She said this was sitting here. I looked at my phone again. I thought I had sent this to you, and it's sitting here saying draft. And I was like, oh, okay. But they went shopping yesterday and got me something for Mother's Day, which is going to go out by my greenhouse. It's actually in the greenhouse right now because it's a plant. So, yeah, they had the day off because Jackson had a doctor's appointment, which is in Grand Rapids. It's an hour away from where we live, almost an hour. So they really have to take the day off, both of them, from work to go up there when he has these appointments, trying to get everything relocated around our area, finding good pediatric doctors that can handle his needs here in our area, which would make things a whole lot simpler, a whole lot easier. So they were out shopping, and they bought me a clematis. They were asking what color clematis I have, and I only have one. So, of course, Jackson said he knew what he wanted to pick out, and I was just fine. I was just fine with that choice because he wanted purple, and I was like, yep, absolutely. There was a purple one over at their house, my house, that was just beautiful, a deep purple clematis. It was there for years. I don't think it's there anymore. I think it got, I don't know, choked out in the weeds or something. I don't know. But I loved it. It's so pretty. So I was like, yeah, I'll take a purple. So that's what they did. They were shopping after the doctor's appointment and got a pretty purple clematis and brought it over. And I'm gonna plant it out there by the greenhouse. So that takes me to the greenhouse, right? Putting shelves in the greenhouse now. Using some like live edge wood lumber. It's stuff that's been sitting around for a while. He got from his buddy who does tree work. He cuts down trees for a living. And he has some nice woods that he had laying around. And we got some from him to do our shelves in here in the office. That's what we got it for. And then he brought us like a whole huge stack of this wood. I think it's apple. Super pretty. So I'm going to have like some apple live edge shelves, or one at least, out in the greenhouse. So we were working on that last night. Then I need a little planting area, like a potting table. I'm going to figure that out. Put a rug out there. It has a rug. And I want a little chair to sit in. I want to make it cute, I'm thinking some cute little signage in there. Maybe some lights. Shannon said you can find some pretty cool solar lights, like strings of solar lights that I could string out there. I'd like to do that. So now it's the fun part. This is the fun part. Making it cute and useful, decorating it, things like that. I have an idea where I want the clematis. I asked Dale last night, I said, can you put, underneath this pallet, the base, it's still open to my garden. Things can get underneath it. And so he needs to like box it off so that things can't get underneath. And I said, well, that's awesome. I said, we're going to box it off. Can you make it a box, like a planter box? It would be inside the garden. I said, and then I could plant things in the planter box that could grow up, the side of the greenhouse. Like maybe I put some shorter sunflowers in there. The clematis, that's my thought for that. Put a little trellis in there. Let the clematis be in a box there. And then it'll be in the garden where things are more protected out there from, the critters and such. And so he just looked at me and he's like, yeah. I said, yeah. I need to do a box. I need to box it off anyhow. He said, yeah, just later. I'm like, oh yeah, I know, I get it. I get it. It's not going to be right away. We're working on doing shelving in the interior first. I get it. But yeah, so right now the clematis is in the greenhouse so that nothing would eat it last night. I probably should go out there and like take it out. It's going to get too hot in there for that clematis. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's coming along. Coming along. What else? What else? What else? I don't really have anything else on my list to talk about. So I have a couple diamond paintings coming from Diamond Art Club. Yeah, they got me last week. I don't know what's going to go on this week. Crossing my fingers that we're back to a week where there's nothing I feel the need to have, you know. I've spent enough money. I've spent enough money in May. I think I'm good for May. I still have a couple companies I want to order from. I think I found my Rose Profit. I think I found it. I think I'm going to wait though until June, and it'll be part of my June purchases. I'm trying to keep each month, you know, down to a dull roar. Trying to not go crazy with diamond paintings, and if I spread them out, you know, I have a little more budget for it that way. So I think I got it figured out though. You'll be really surprised if I get this one. You'll be super surprised because it is not a Mindy style. It's Mindy colors for sure, but it is not my typical style of diamond painting. I think I'm going to order that in May, unless she comes out with something else between now and not May, June. Between now and June. We'll see. We shall see. How's it looking? Does it look like a chair? I'm making a chair. I really want to roll this. I got a couple things I feel that need to be there, like that one. You know, you do the feely thing with the squares. Are they all in place? But then you roll it with like a rolling pin or something, or a little roller, and more things will still pop in, right? They'll always have more to pop. So the hummingbird is done. These little J's right here are part of his neck, though. I think they're like a very light color. Yeah, this section's getting there. Finished the chair, and then this little background. What do I get up here? More of the chair. The rest of the chair is in here. And then what else? I don't know. I don't know what else is in the next section. I can't see it. So I'm going to let you guys go. And before Dale gets home, I'm going to try to at least edit and upload something. This WIP and chat for sure. See what else I can get done before he gets home. And then the afternoon, of course, will be, well, let's go outside and play in the greenhouse again. So that's my plan for the day. Hope you're going to do something fun today. It's a nice day out there, so it's not a bad day to go out and work in the greenhouse. I'll tell you what, though, you work in the greenhouse, it is warm. It is definitely warm. So we have a screen in the door, so we get a little breeze, and then the windows on the opposing side, and open that window up, and you get a little cross breeze, but it's warm. It's definitely warm. All right. I'm going to let you guys go, and I hope you have a great day. And I'm going to put this video together, and while I do that, I'm going to work on that section some more. Alrighty. I will talk to you guys soon. Sorry, I was scattered. It's just too many videos in a row makes you kind of, ooh, what am I talking about? I don't know. All right. I will let you guys go, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.